Hello, I'm George. Tonight, we are visiting a hidden garden at night. The air is cool and still. The trees and flowers are quiet, and the moon shines softly above. If you'd like, you can share in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is for you right now. Let's begin. The garden is quiet and still, resting under the gentle glow of the moon. Soft grass stretches underfoot, cool and comforting, each blade moving only slightly with the faintest touch of the night breeze. Every tree and every flower seems to breathe slowly, settling into the calm of the evening, their shapes softened by the pale light. Moonlight filters delicately through the branches, casting long, gentle shadows that stretch across winding paths. The light touches petals and leaves, making them glimmer softly as if sprinkled with tiny drops of silver. Some shadows move subtly as the wind brushes past the leaves, creating slow, rhythmic patterns that flow across the garden without sound. A very soft breeze drifts across the garden, barely noticeable, yet it moves enough to stir the air with a delicate rustle of leaves. The sound is quiet, comforting, and constant, like a gentle sigh that blends perfectly with the stillness surrounding it. Even the smallest movements, the sway of a flower stem, the tilt of a leaf, add to the sense of life held in perfect calm, without ever disturbing the silence. The flowers are closed gently for the night, their petals folded, yet they hold faint hints of color in the moonlight. Some petals catch the light, just enough to shimmer for a brief moment, as though the garden itself breathes slowly in harmony with the night. The air carries the faint scent of earth, flowers, and damp leaves, creating a quiet, soothing atmosphere that fills every corner of the hidden garden. Curving paths wind slowly between flower beds and clusters of trees. Each turn brings a new, quiet view, a new soft patch of moonlit grass or glimmering petals. The garden feels endless, open yet sheltered, a world hidden from everything outside, a private place for quiet thought, calm breathing, and gentle rest. Time feels different here. Moments stretch and linger, unhurried, as though the garden itself is guiding the night. The moonlight, the soft wind, the rustle of leaves, the shimmer of flowers, and the gentle shadows all exist together in a slow, soothing rhythm, that encourages the mind to settle and the body to relax. Every step on the soft earth is slow, deliberate, and quiet. The garden welcomes each movement, letting it flow naturally into the stillness that surrounds it. Nothing is sharp, nothing is sudden, nothing disturbs the gentle harmony of the night. The garden feels like a hidden world, held safe in the dark of the evening. It invites quiet attention, slow breathing, and gentle rest. The soft shapes, the muted colors, the steady rhythm of night, and the calm presence of everything around all combine to create a deep sense of peace that lingers in the mind like a quiet melody. Everything is quiet. Everything is calm. Everything waits softly, patiently, letting the night move slowly onward. The garden holds its peace. The garden holds the night, and the night carries you gently into stillness. A small pond rests quietly in the heart of the garden, its surface smooth and still like polished glass. The moon hovers above, its light spilling gently across the water, creating soft, shimmering reflections that ripple slowly as a faint breeze passes over the surface. Each ripple catches the light for a brief moment, making the pond glow with gentle, liquid silver, as if the stars themselves have settled into the water. Around the pond, tall grasses and delicate reeds sway ever so slightly, stirred by the softest movement of air. Their shadows stretch and bend across the surface of the pond, mingling with the moonlight to create patterns that flow like quiet music. The sound of the grass brushing against each other is almost imperceptible, but it blends perfectly with the stillness, deepening the calm of the night. The flowers near the pond lean slightly toward the water, their petals closed for the night. Some petals catch the moonlight, glimmering faintly before settling back into soft shadow. The scent of damp earth and fresh leaves rises gently from the soil, mixing with the faint fragrance of flowers, creating a sense of complete peace. The wind moves slowly across the garden now, passing over the pond, bending the reeds, brushing lightly over the petals and leaves. It is quiet and gentle, steady but soft, carrying with it the feeling of night unfolding gradually. Every movement in the garden is slow, deliberate, and soft, as though time itself has paused to let the night rest here. Small creatures of the night move quietly at the edges of the pond. A frog croaks softly in the distance, Insects hum gently somewhere unseen. Their sounds are low and measured, blending into the rhythm of the night without disturbing it. Each tiny movement, each subtle noise, only adds to the feeling of life held in perfect calm. The moon continues its slow journey across the sky. Its reflection drifts lightly across the pond as the water shifts imperceptibly with every gentle breeze. The shadows of trees and flowers stretch, shrink, and shift with the movement of the night, creating a soft dance of light and dark that is slow, quiet, and comforting. The garden is alive with gentle motion, yet completely still at the same time. The pond, the reeds, the flowers, the shadows, and the moonlight all move together in harmony. Everything flows in the same slow, calm rhythm, guiding the mind to relax, the body to breathe gently, and the heart to rest. Time feels endless here. Moments stretch softly into one another, unhurried, peaceful, and smooth. The night, the garden, and the pond are all connected in quiet perfection, inviting the listener to settle into a deep and gentle state of rest. The garden holds its peace. The pond reflects it. The night carries it, and you are welcome to drift gently within it. The garden continues quietly, its paths winding gently between clusters of tall, ancient trees. The moon hangs high above, spilling pale light through the branches, and the leaves catch it softly, creating delicate patterns of moving shadows on the ground. Each shadow shifts imperceptibly as the wind brushes the leaves, stretching slowly, bending, folding, and blending back into the calm of the night. The air is cool and still, carrying the faint scent of moss and flowers from deeper within the garden. It moves lightly through the branches, lifting a few leaves into slow, graceful arcs before letting them fall back to the earth. The sound of these movements is barely audible, a soft whisper that blends into the rhythm of the night. Like a quiet lullaby, only the garden can sing. Moonlight filters through the gaps in the canopy, landing in small patches on the forest floor. These patches illuminate tiny clusters of flowers and ferns, making them glow softly in the night. The The light flows gently across the garden, shifting as the leaves sway, creating a slow, hypnotic dance of brightness and shadow. Some branches sway higher in the breeze, casting long, soft shadows that reach across paths and small clearings. The garden feels alive in a slow, quiet way, every movement measured, gentle, and calming. Even the smallest creature, an unseen insect, a quietly resting frog, or a hidden rustle of leaves, adds only to the feeling of life held peacefully. The paths curve gently, inviting slow, careful steps. Every step brings a new view, a new patch of moonlight, a new quiet shadow. The trees rise tall and calm, their branches creating a protective ceiling that makes the garden feel safe, enclosed, and infinite at the same time. The night deepens. The moon drifts across the sky, its light spilling softly, highlighting textures of bark, leaves, and petals. Shadows stretch, melt, and fold as the air moves, each pattern delicate and slow, never sudden. The garden's a place where time stretches, where moments drift like slow clouds over the trees. Everything, the moonlight, the shadows, the gentle wind, the quiet life of the garden, moves together in a calm rhythm. Each small detail invites relaxation, guiding the mind to settle, the body to soften, and the heart to slow. The garden is alive with quiet movement, yet entirely still. Every leaf, branch, and flower rests in its own gentle rhythm. The shadows and light flow together, forming a peaceful melody of night. You can walk slowly here, or simply rest in the calm. The garden holds its quiet. The moon watches gently from above. The night is safe, soft, and infinite. Deeper into the garden, a small, quiet pond lies hidden among the trees. Its surface is smooth and still, reflecting the pale moonlight in soft, wavering patterns that shimmer gently across the water. The edges of the pond are lined with moss-covered stones, their shapes softened by the darkness, creating a sense of calm enclosure. The moon hangs above, steady and serene. Its light spills across the water, casting soft, silver reflections on nearby leaves and flowers. Every ripple in the water catches the light for a fleeting moment, creating gentle sparkles that dance slowly before fading again. A soft breeze drifts across the pond, brushing the tips of reeds and grasses that grow along the water's edge. The reeds sway almost imperceptibly, and the air carries the faintest rustle, a delicate whisper that blends with the night's quiet rhythm. From somewhere nearby, the gentle croak of a frog sounds, low and distant, perfectly in tune with the stillness of the garden. The flowers around the pond lean gently toward the water, their petals closed or resting lightly in the moonlight. Some petals catch the reflection of stars above, shimmering faintly as if sprinkled with tiny sparks of silver. The scent of damp earth rises softly, mingling with the delicate fragrance of night-blooming flowers, creating a peaceful, soothing atmosphere. Shadows stretch slowly across the ground, shifting with every movement of leaves, branches, and grasses. The patterns they create are calm and rhythmic, flowing like a quiet melody, guiding the mind to relax, the body to soften, and the heart to slow. The gentle movements of the pond, the reeds, and the shadows form a quiet harmony unique to this hidden corner of the garden. The paths leading away from the pond curve softly, inviting careful, slow steps. Each turn reveals a new patch of moonlight, a new reflection on the water, a new quiet shadow among the trees. The garden feels infinite here, open yet private, a secret world of calm and safety, where every detail exists to soothe and rest. The night is alive in the slowest, gentlest way. Moonlight glimmers, shadows drift, water ripples, and the soft whisper of wind moves everything together. Time stretches, moments flow slowly into each other. Everything is deliberate, gentle, and unhurried. The garden holds its quiet. The pond reflects it. The moon carries it. And you are welcome to rest within this perfect calm. As the night deepens, a light mist rises from the soil, drifting slowly among the flowers and trees. It moves gently, curling around the trunks and petals, softening every edge and creating a quiet, dreamy haze across the garden. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the delicate scent of damp earth and night-blooming flowers, filling every corner with calm. Tiny fireflies begin to glow softly among the bushes and along the paths. They flicker gently, some in steady light, some blinking slowly, like little stars come down to rest among the flowers. Their glow reflects faintly on leaves and petals, adding a subtle shimmer that moves with them as they float through the garden. The pond from earlier mirrors the moonlight once more, now touched by the mist drifting above it. Its surface shimmers softly with reflections of the fireflies, creating slow, shifting patterns of silver and gold on the water. A gentle ripple spreads across the pond when the wind brushes the surface, adding to the quiet, soothing rhythm of the night. The trees sway lightly in the breeze, their shadows stretching and bending slowly across the paths and flower beds. Leaves brush against each other with the softest whisper, a delicate sound that blends perfectly with the movement of mist and the flicker of fireflies. Every detail, the mist, the moonlight, the shadows, and the gentle hum of night creatures exists in perfect harmony. The paths wind gently through this part of the garden, inviting slow, mindful steps. Every corner reveals something new, a patch of glowing flowers, a small stone bathed in moonlight, or a quiet pool of water reflecting the night sky. The garden feels alive, yet completely calm. Every movement deliberate, gentle, and peaceful. Time stretches slowly here. Moments flow like the mist itself, soft, smooth, and unhurried. The moonlight, the mist, the fireflies, and the gentle sounds of night all come together to create a perfect rhythm for rest. The garden holds its peace. The fireflies glow softly. The shadows drift slowly. The night carries calm, and you are invited to drift with it. Everything is safe. Everything is quiet. Everything is at rest. Breathe gently. Relax fully. Let the night guide you deeper into stillness.